You know, I drove to work today.
Mm-hmm.
In the snow.
I drove to work today in the snow.
Did you just go, ah?
I didn't.
No?
I didn't.
I don't know how this works.
Because I have a Ford F-150.
Oh, good for you.
And I just kind of rolled through it and it was easy. And I just want you to know that on snowy days like this, and by the way, everybody from like Indiana all the way up the eastern seaboard has gotten snow.
From Brockville, Ogdenville,
and North Haverbrook.
It's been a bit of a crazy weather day, but you don't have to worry about those things when you're driving a Ford F-150. And you should check out the Tremor because it features a extreme off-road hardware, which sometimes you can use in the city when it's crazy like this. With the practical utility of the F-150, making it the perfect match for those who need a truck and also need a true foundation of their outdoor adventures. Or if you're just like me, you have a family, and it's very helpful.
Yeah. You got to carry stuff.
Integrates advanced technology that transforms a rugged machine into a smart, connected, confidence-inspiring command center. I always I call it my office, my mobile office. That's where I make all my phone calls, Anyway, go to Ford.ca/F150 and check out, build out the F-150 that's right for you. Let's start the show.
The Steve Dangle Podcast with your hosts, Steve Dangle, Adam Wilde, and Jesse Blake.
Let's go! Okay, a lot to get to. I do want to do a quick shout out, and we could talk about it a little bit more later in the show, but I do want to do a quick shout out to everybody that donated to Easter Seals. We were the second highest team this year. The dynasty is over. We lost the trophy.
Trophy's gone. It's not in the background anymore. It's not mine.
Yeah, it's somebody else's, and it's all for an amazing cause. But I think, how much money did Rachel's Raiders raise this year?
We raised, I think it was just shy of $75,000, which is
$75,000.
So much more than I could have hoped for.
That is crazy.
Like it was a very slow start.
Yeah.
And I was worried, and it's a tough year, right? It's a tough time.
The economy's in a really bad place, let's be honest.
And Toronto Prep School beat us. They had 80,000.
Wow.
Which is incredible. And as a tournament, we raised $855,000. A lot of that is the Jerry Coughlin Foundation. But there's a reason I keep going back every year. Like Big E puts a lot of emphasis on, I think it's less than 20 cents of every dollar goes towards running the tournament.
Yeah.
Over 80% goes towards the kids, which is extremely high for a charity. So it's a charity that I love, and apparently you guys love too.
No, it's great.
Yeah, and
how well you raise money.
You're worried about the slow start, and then somehow the people come through. And like that's all credit to everybody out there who donated.
Yep.
Like it's incredible.
We got a few real big ones.
Yeah.
That obviously helps. Mike Schmidt, shout out. Thank you very much. But it's mostly just, chipping away $5, $10, $20 at a time. And now I got to pick a winner.
Yeah.
Now I got to find out who's going to get that pair of tickets for the Leafs-Sens game on December 27th.
Throw in all those names to giant hat.
Yeah.
I hope you got a hat big enough.
Well, yeah, I borrowed it from Adam.
One of my hats.
Adam's bald cap.
Making the same joke. Listen, I think it's important to remember too that if Steve doesn't pick you, he hates you.
Yeah.
And wants you to never consume any of his content ever again. Mm-hmm. And actually, it's not just you that he hates your family too. He's a hateful guy. So if he doesn't pick you for those Leafs tickets, remember, Steve Dangle hates you.
Am I allowed to tell a story from the locker room?
Later on in the show. We're going to get to the news. We'll come back to this, but I want to do a quick shout out because it was supposed to be quick. And so, no, and it's not because I think we need to get to the thing that people are coming in for, which is the news around the NHL. And there are 3 teams that I can see that are having a really bad Monday. And the same 3 teams from last week that were having a really bad Monday. The Rangers got shut out on home ice this weekend against the New York Islanders. They are 0-6-1 at home. They are 7-1-1 on the road.
Insane.
Bizarre.
Insane.
Crazy. The Edmonton Oilers, in a game that everybody had circled on their calendar. Everybody had circled on their calendar last night, or on Saturday night, excuse me. Absolutely thumped by the, I think, Stanley Cup champions already, Colorado Avalanche. That they're my pick. I think they're winning. I'm just saying it here. The Avs are going to win the cup.
Producer Drew had a great line. He said, it's not really over until Steve thinks they win.
Yeah, he's so mad at me for predicting this. He's like, you're always wrong. And actually, not quite. Although Lightning fans have been in my DMs lately. And you know what? You deserve it.
There was a run where I think I picked them in 2020. I think I picked them in 2021. And then 2022, I moved off them and they won.
There you go. There you go. And the Toronto Maple Leafs. Toronto Maple Leafs had a homestand, a back-to-back against the Boston Bruins and the Carolina Hurricanes. They had a lead, 2-goal lead last night against Carolina and coughed it up. And we'll talk about both of these games, but they got 0 points. 0 points in these two games. And, you know, just when we thought, hey, maybe they're turning a corner here. Your poppy is in your hands, by the way.
Son of a...
It's nothing more frustrating than poppies just flying everywhere. We got to get little knobs for the end of them so they don't fall off. But anyway, long story short, it was a rough weekend. Jesse, you were at both games reporting for SDPN. And my question to you is, was there much of a difference in the vibe from the post-game press conferences on Saturday versus Sunday?
No.
They're about the same.
It was about the same, yeah.
And both were frustrated?
The frustration out of the head coach. He's clearly at his wit's end with what's going to get the team going. I think Saturday was a little better than Sunday for sure, because going into Sunday, you're like, okay, they can still just get this victory, and then they still have a really good home record. November's still looking good, and they clean up against the Hurricanes, and everything's fine.
Did it ever at any point yesterday feel like they had a 2-goal lead?
No.
It feels like they blew a lead they never had.
Yeah, they were getting caved in every single way by the Hurricanes, but that's also how the Hurricanes play hockey.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
Yes.
I could have reasoned myself into, they're just getting caved in because that's how the Hurricanes like to play, but they're still winning 4-2. This is kind of fine.
Yeah.
But then them actually blowing the lead is the nuclear thing, right?
So I'm selling Leaf stock right now. Like crazy.
I was I checked in with CJ this morning because I wanted to make sure I got the coaches right. I went on a bit of a rant on Twitter last night about the one thing that I believe has changed. Okay. This is the same 7 defensemen.
It's going to sound like Cope, but I think you're 100% right.
Same 7 defensemen as last year. I grant you, Stolarz has not been as good.
No.
Hildeby was great last night.
He was
spectacular. So if you didn't watch that game, you'd probably be like, oh, Hildeby probably had a rough game. No, He didn't. He was great. He's the reason it wasn't 10-4.
Yep.
Derek Lalonde is the only thing from last year's defense to this year's defense that's changed. Now, I had a few people, and I'll read my tweets in a second. I had a few people respond to me and say, you don't know anything. Derek Lalonde's only job is to do the power play. That's actually not true.
What?
Mike Van Ryn, people think that Mike Van Ryn being the defenseman coach is he runs the systems. He doesn't in that way. There's obviously Berube's got a say in it. Lalonde's got a say in it. Van Ryn's got the say in it.
I'm sure it's very collaborative.
But Mike Van Ryn's job is to manage the men, the defense men.
Mark Savard has always run the power play since he got here.
Yes.
Okay.
Derek Lalonde's job is to manage more of the systems. Now, he's not alone in that, but I look at this and I go, okay, I know I'll grant you Tanev's out. Okay.
All right.
I'll grant you that.
Okay, the Leafs lost a team without McAvoy.
Yeah.
I'm not playing this game.
But the point I want to make, and I want to use as a jumping off point, is they have brought every single defenseman back, guys.
Yep.
And Philip Myers played a lot last year too, right? There were injuries last year.
And he looks unplayable.
And I'm looking at this and I'm going, this is a systems issue. Now, you can talk to me about the forwards not being involved enough in defense. If you look at William Nylander on the Taylor Hall goal last night, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know who he's covering. The answer is nobody, which is why Taylor Hall, he's got 3 guys facing the puck, including Nylander, and Taylor Hall is wide open and scores.
There's an enormous disconnect between the forwards and D.
The reality is the systems have changed, and it's not for the better. And what it feels like to me is the Jay Woodcroft Edmonton Oilers in 2023, several games before Jay got fired. And I look at this and I go, okay, I know Chief is a good coach. He's won a cup, and his first season in Toronto, he wins the division.
First season.
And the strength of that team was what?
Their defense.
Yes.
And goaltending.
Because they didn't score as much, right?
Right.
But their team save percentage has fallen from somewhere in the 910s last regular season to right now in the 880s. It might even be lower than that.
Don't they lead the league in goals per game, but they're second last in goals against?
No, they are tied for first in goals for.
Yeah.
Not tied for last, are last in goals against. They have 59 goals for, 60 goals against.
And like, it's funny.
The Rangers, by the way, have allowed 40 goals, and they think they're having a bad year.
Well, this is the thing. We're talking about 3 teams having a terrible Monday, and 2 of them are teams.
No, Steve said it right. They're second last in goals against.
Second last. Okay, my bad.
Steve said it right.
All
right. Yeah, you had it right.
There's 32 teams now, Adam.
Damn it.
No,
What do you mean it's not called 31 Thoughts, the podcast?
Man, remember that?
Yeah.
There's 2 teams that are having a terrible Monday that are teams of such ridiculous extremes that there's no way the extremes maintain. Something's going to break, but which way is it going to break? The Rangers are not going to remain the worst home team in the league and the best road team.
Yeah.
That's so silly.
No
one does that.
Little. Yeah.
No one does that. The Leafs are not going to remain the best offensive team in the league and they're definitely not best offensive. Most goals for, which is different, very different as we saw last night. They're not going to remain the top scoring team in the league and one of the worst goals against teams in the league. Something's going to give there. Which way is it going to go?
What's more likely to give?
What's more likely to give? I know my answer.
Yeah, my answer is goals for.
What I hate and what is kind of broken me and a lot of Leaf fans is they gave us a glimmer of hope. They won 3 straight games. They weren't even good during most of those 3 games. They had the comeback against Pittsburgh, and Matthews gave that speech.
Mm-hmm.
We're a tenacious team. You know, we work. That was a week ago today. It was his best moment as captain. He put the team on his back, willed a comeback, gave a great speech. It was his best moment as captain of this team. And in a week, poof, gone. One thing that we've put a lot of emphasis into, especially before they started playing games, is the Leafs want to be more likable and they want to be more approachable. And nothing is going to make you more likable and approachable than winning. I don't care how many whimsical Twitter videos you put out or, you know, what.
Ryan Leslie cannot save this team's PR, as great of a job as he's doing.
What
and he is.
Cool sweater you have of dudes having a threesome on a bike or whatever that was that Matthews was wearing.
I don't know. I like that sweater.
Yeah, sure. It's, you know what? It's the type of sweater that looks really cool when you're winning. Hey, that's kind of awesome. But you get shit kicked by Fraser Minton and the Bruins again. And I'm like, it's not as funny as I thought. Nothing is going to make this team more likable to the fans than a work ethic that leads to results. And they don't have it. And you're never going to get the love that you want if this is the way you're going to play.
Jesse, when Berube spoke last night, I mean, you could see it on the bench. There was a lot of frustration. Did it carry over into the press conferences?
Yeah, he was clearly frustrated, and he said as much. And he's just going to keep hammering away at what he can do. Like, there's only so much a head coach can do in this position where the guys just aren't performing up to what he's asking them of. You know, like, I understand the complaints about the systems they're playing and like the new head coach and
I want to get into that a little bit.
But like, you're not coaching guys to just make blatant errors and cause turnovers
and lose
right?
puck battles.
They're asking them to do the right things, and the guys out there just clearly aren't capable of it. You look at the game-winning goal that Stankoven scored on the Jake McCabe play, where he just fluffs a kind of a pass.
That was crazy.
There's a stick right in front of him, and he sends the pass right into the stick, and they cause the turnover, and that's a goal.
That's not a systems issue.
That's not a systems issue.
Or the Bobby McMahon getting stripped in the first period.
Bobby McMahon that leads to the penalty. The penalty, because Bobby McMahon can't leave the zone, and the puck stays in the zone, and then JT gets caught, and that's a penalty. That's not a systems thing. And then on the Seth Jarvis goal, Willie and Austin get beat back on that goal. If you didn't see like the full angle. You can kind of see it on the goal visualizer, but they're running back. And Seth Jarvis, when he goes and gets to the other end of the ice, he was at the same starting point as those two individuals. And it turns into, I guess, it's like a 4-on-3 is kind of how it plays out. And they just beat him up the ice. The coach, Craig Berube, isn't telling these guys to get beat up the ice, right? So I look at this team and I say they just might not have the right guys in positions. I think it starts with the defense.
Yeah.
Like if I'm Treliving,
Certainly it does.
I need a defenseman more than I need a forward right now because Myers and Benoit, like I can do without them.
I have to tell you, I think Benoit's hurt. This is the worst I've seen him play
at all.
And I think you got to have a look at who else you have with the Marlies. I know Marshall Rafai, I don't know if he's back yet, but that's a guy that I think they would have gotten a look, but he got pretty hurt, I think, in training.
Well, Dakota Mermis is up with the team.
But
he's the
when they
like,
were playing him.
Hey, if everybody's legs are broken, we'll put Mermis on the
exactly.
ice, you know. But he's up right now.
Like
that's
the Mermis Myers pairing is the
like,
worst defense pairing I've seen since like Nikita Zaitsev plus anybody.
Yeah, it was the pairing on Saturday was so bad that they had to switch it up for Sunday.
Yes,
because it was
unplayable.
such a disaster.
It was unplayable,
and that to me is a roster construction issue that falls on the GM for not fixing this team where he could.
Seeing Domi at center in November makes me want to turn the television off.
But that's,
and I promise
that's a Berube problem.
If this wasn't my job, I would. This again, off. I don't enjoy watching them. I really don't. They're a bad product.
That's been the criticism, to back you up on that. I'm not trying to interrupt you, but a lot of people are saying, I just actually don't enjoy watching this product. Like, it's an entertainment product first and foremost.
Yeah.
It's not entertaining.
Last year's product wasn't the most entertaining, but we all tolerated it because they won 52 games, right? And we saw the process play itself out, and they're not very good. No, they're stringing it together a little bit. And, okay. Now I just watch with nothing but dread. I expect every puck to go in because there's a real good chance it might. Mm-hmm. They play hockey like they hate it.
Well, and the systems issue for me, again, like here's the thing. Lane Lambert took a defense core that's talented, but not elite in any respect. Mm-hmm. They're not elite at anything with the exception of Chris Tanev and getting pucks out of his zone. That's what Chris Tanev is elite at. That's why people love Chris Tanev. They took a defense system last year and made it the strength of the team, which is the first time in my entire life that the Leafs defense has ever been the strength of the team.
I can't believe how good OEL has been and how bad the D-core has been despite that.
Right. And so what they tried to do this year when Lalonde came in was, okay, we need the defense to be more active in the offensive zone. And so we've seen OEL's point totals have gone up. He's also been a factor. He's not a nice guy to play against.
No.
And he plays really well, and he's been great on the power play, which, by the way, I'm so glad they put him there because that's where he should have been the entire time.
Yeah.
The issue for me is placement of bodies. Now, you can talk about commitment to this all you want, but they were committed to this last year. Mm-hmm. They made this work last year. And when I look at Derek Lalonde and I see his resume, you go, well, shit. I mean, that guy was the defensive coach for the Tampa Bay Stanley Cup winning Tampa Bay Lightning.
People keep using his Detroit resume, and I'm like, not applicable.
Right.
Not applicable.
But I do think it's applicable because in Tampa, he had a young, improving Sergachev.
Yeah.
He had Cernak. He had Luke Shen, he had Ryan McDonough at his peak, Victor Hedman at his peak, and he had Andrei Vasilevsky.
And not just that, dogs up front. Dogs.
Yeah.
Who would work doggedly. Think of
Blake Coleman and Barclay Goudreau and
Yanni
Cirelli
Gord and Anthony Cirelli and Braden Point and a rotating cast on the fourth line that was just a dog and a bone.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, the list of assassins
when
up
he
on the
went
top
to
line.
Detroit, though, he didn't have those horses. No. And the Leafs play defense a lot like the Red Wings of the last 3 years have. Mm-hmm. It's porous
until this year.
You can fire past. No, that's what I mean though.
Yeah,
it's like this year. No, the Leafs are playing like the Lalonde Red Wings.
Yes. No, sorry, I understood.
And they can't, like the Red Wings of old, because McClellan has come in and rejigged that defense. Cannot defend any sort of rush passing.
No.
So if there's any sort of rush, the Leafs cannot. They don't.
Their gaps are awful.
No skin on body, no gap up. No. They don't even get carbon fiber on a puck before it's fired. Before it's fired.
They're horrible.
They're not even. I'm not even seeing Jesse. And maybe you see this more because you're there. I'm not even seeing them block shots anymore. Do you see anybody lying down to block shots?
They try. Like block shots, I don't think is the biggest issue here.
I mean, if Tanev was there, yeah.
Yeah, like Matthews still amongst the leader in block shots for a forward. I don't know if he still leads, but he's up there.
And like, I love that he does it, but
does it have to be him?
God, yeah. Does it have to be him? Man, I tell you what. Like he had another couple goals or points last night, but in a couple of our group chats, and you're starting to see it more online, people are like, you know what? William Nylander is our best player. And I tell you what, if that's the case, we're in deep shit. Because that guy is still as gifted as he is offensively. He's one of the best offensive performers in the NHL, aloof and careless defensively.
Oh, yeah.
And it seeps through the entire team. It's not just him. It's awful.
The only Leaf in the top that I can see, at least according to Fox Sports this season, the only Leaf in the top 25 in block shots is Jake McCabe. And
yeah, but among forwards, though.
No.
Like defense are always
defense and forwards.
No, that's what I'm saying. And Matthews is one of the leaders among forwards.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because defense are always going to dominate that category.
Yeah. Braden McNabb, by the way, number 1. Crazy.
Oh, okay.
Didn't realize that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Maybe that's unfair. But I'm looking at this, and the only thing that changed from last year is the coach.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, do they look a lot like the Red Wings, who look like shit on defense for years. And
yeah,
and
scored.
And scored a bunch.
They did score. Like they would find ways to make games interesting, but at the end of the day, the reason I didn't believe in them heading into the season is as competitive as they were in a lot of games over the last 3 years, you're like, it's not a very good hockey team.
You know, I talked to Steve around midnight on Saturday because sometimes there's a bad game and we just call each other and talk about it. And Steve said, I can't believe they got doubled up by a team with Murat Kuznetsov in their top 6.
Murat Kuznetsov and Alex Steeves.
Alex Steeves, who could not even make the Leafs last year.
He didn't make the Bruins. They called him up for this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And they didn't have McAvoy. You could see the Minton goal coming from the edge of the known universe.
Yep.
We all knew it was coming. We all knew it was happening. It's hard to look back on the moves that the Leafs have made and have any faith in them.
Mm-hmm.
You can't look forward. Like there are some teams who are like, oh, we're bad. Oh, well, because they can handle it and stomach it, and they have all their first round picks. The Leafs don't have a first round pick till 2028.
Well, if they finish bottom 5, it's top 5 protected. So
they might have to, you're never going to be bad enough to get there.
Now, I think the other thing is that good teams go through it.
Sure.
And they're going through it and they're going to figure it out. But here's a question. If the defense is this bad, and one of the issues with it is that they don't have a lot of puck movers, you have a draft pick from 2020 sitting in the minors at 23 years old who's 6 feet tall and 190 pounds in Will Villeneuve.
Mm-hmm.
He had 40 points with the Marlies last year in 55 games.
Try it. I don't know, man.
Why wouldn't you try?
I don't know. Try it. No, I think once we get to... I don't have a problem with giving guys a shot. I really don't. But they already... Brad needs to make some phone calls and make some decisions. Is Camp staying, yes or no? Great, move on. Is Yarncroke staying, yes or no? Great, move on. Is Blaze staying, yes or no? Great, move on. There's all these things from the beginning of the season where they're like, well, they got to make it. They haven't done anything. Camp is still on the books. Well,
he might walk away from his deal.
He might walk away.
And the issue is that he may have to give back some of his signing bonus if he does. That's what's...
Oh, let him go. Who gives a shit?
Well, that's the NHL.
They're fighting, he's fighting on his side.
He wants to keep
the PA is like, hey, they don't want to give it all up or that sort of thing. Yeah, so
whatever he wants, the Leafs should give it to him. Get the cap hit off the books. You are the Leafs.
Yeah.
Whatever money...
Right now, the cap hit isn't on the books.
Right.
because he's suspended. So
yeah, he's suspended now, but like I assume that's going to come to a head. Whatever money you should have given Lane Lambert, give to David Kampf to get rid of him, or use him for God's sake. He'd be a better fourth line option than what they have. Max Domi is not an NHL center.
They don't have the cap to bring him up.
Oh, for crying out! Yes, because you have too many guys. You've had too many guys for months.
Yep.
And then you got another one, by the way. He claimed Blais off waivers, and I like him.
I've actually liked him too.
I've liked him too.
he's been useful.
You have too many human beings. Get rid of some of them. Oh, well, the value. Your team stinks. You are but. You need to make a decision here. Good Lord. Guys need to be scratched. Guys need to be waived. Guys need to be traded. You need to get rid of this guy to get you.
Who's helping you?
There's lots of the Blues have got to want to make a trade, and surely there's some hangarounds from when Berube was there. You can't tell me the Oilers aren't a little shifty right now. You can't tell me the Rangers aren't a little shifty right now. What do you think? You're the only team in a precarious position? Call! Get something done. Get something minor done. Like if you offer Yarncroke, Lorentz, I know some of you didn't like that name. Get something done. Throw it out there. You're telling me teams are going to be like, you know what? I don't want to make a panic decision on Calle Yarncroke. Do something!
Problem with Calle is he's 2.1 mil, and I think teams still see that as too expensive.
Which is fine.
And if David Kampf at 2.5 million, which there's a lot of teams that like David Kampf, but they don't like him at that number.
I'm going to give you a chopping block right now.
Give it to us.
Well, Morgan Riley, you can't put on the chopping block because of the no move. McMahon. Yep. He's tenacious. He can score. Don't care. Domi. I'd float Lorentz. I do like him, though. I'd float Blais. I do like him, though. Yarncroke. Kampf. Who else has got to be in there? I'm sure.
Robertson.
I want to keep him.
Yeah,
I like him.
because you could potentially sell high on Robertson.
Yeah,
I would.
I wouldn't. But
you would or you wouldn't?
I would not.
I wouldn't either. I want to keep.
No, I wouldn't either. But if someone offers you something good, and like, would you rather have Robertson or Chinahoff right now? I'd rather have Robertson, right? And Blue Jackets said that wasn't enough. And I would still, even though he's performed kind of well, float Michelli. Like, I would float half the forwards on this team. I'd float Benoit.
Austin.
I'd waive Myers.
Wait.
No, not Austin.
Oh, okay.
I'm
just listening to the guy. I'm listening to the guy. See if you're going to get there.
Who else?
Nylander.
Tavares.
Nyes.
No.
Tavares.
No.
Stallers. Wool.
Probably not. Wool.
Hildeby.
Well, you're not going to get anything for Wool.
No, I need him in the net playing
Carlton.
games, and I'm eager for that to happen, and it's going to happen.
Carlton?
I would never trade Carlton.
Oh, okay.
No, he's on my no trade.
So you would trade Joe Bowen then?
Oh, and Carlo. I'd float Carlo. Hell yeah.
I know you'd float Carlo. You're really upset with
I'm
him.
so disappointed.
By the way,
I'm so
strangely
disappointed.
enough, so when Carlo arrived last year, Morgan Riley's 5-on-5 numbers instantly improved. This year, it's been the exact opposite. Morgan Riley is better without Brandon Carlo now. Carlo's not had a good start.
He's Justin Hall with less vision. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And like, people lament what the Leafs gave up at last year's deadline, which was they gave up a first
lot.
in the Carlo deal. They gave up a first in the Lawton deal.
Yeah. We still don't know what the Lawton deal really looks like.
Lawton has played one complete game this season, and it was their best game.
Yeah.
And like, so the Lawton deal, I'm willing to, we can put that on hiatus because we don't know.
Yeah, but that's also what the risk they took in the deal.
Yes, that is true.
Like,
also.
I'm looking at the deal. I'm like, it's a failure right now.
Yeah, a first and Minton for Carlo. Ooh, I'm dying.
Yeah, it's
not
great.
It's the Bruins. Minton could be on the Leafs right now. He'd be a better center than Domi.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, yuck. It's awful. It is really not a good situation, man. I'd float. I think so many guys in this team.
I don't think Brad Treliving has built a good enough decor. I was very optimistic about it because it was the same one coming in from last season. It's the same 7 guys. They should be all get going really early. But I think he should have recognized that the guys they had weren't good enough. And I'm specifically talking about Benoit and Myers and not having anything behind that, in a situation where Tanev is out and you didn't have any sort of upgrade. And then, like you said, Carlo's been a disappointment. That should have been a point of emphasis here, especially with the amount of forwards you had. Like, you can find somebody kind of who works there. I just think like that needs to be the first move for this team because the defense isn't good enough.
To support that, Jess, I think you're absolutely right because you're seeing, Tanev's been very, very healthy the last few years. Hasn't missed any games, but he's also like 36.
Yeah.
And like shit happens. And he did have injury problems early in his career. That was a knock against him.
Hurt twice in short order.
I look at this and I go, okay, like they were definitely hoping for a Morgan Riley bounce back. And this season or this weekend, I think we saw the best and worst of Mo. Like yesterday, that pass to Matthew Knies, which sets up the William Nylander goal, is vintage, amazing, incredible. I want to see that every night, Morgan Riley. The problem is the night before, on the very first goal, he's going to put me in an early grave. And
these are goal scoring contests.
This is
okay. Oh, you helped get one. Let's go. Oh, you're responsible for one at the other end. So you're at 0. You know how many guys can provide me a 0? If you're providing a 0 every night, we don't need you.
Right. And this is the thing. We were banking on Morgan Riley having a big bounce back this year. I don't know if it's a systems issue with Lalonde. I think it is. I do think this team is talented enough. I maintain that this team has enough talent to get things done. And I don't disagree that there's probably some moves that need to make. But the idea that they're not talented enough to be a good regular season team or much better than this is a joke. That's a joke. And I will not listen to, they missed Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner did not play defense. He played some defensive minutes on PK, and yes, he quarterbacked the power play, but Mitch Marner's not a defenseman.
He also played a third of the game.
100%.
Like, I don't remember them for 40 minutes a night when he was here going, whoa, and having no idea what to do with anything.
That's how I think it's a systems issue, because these guys have been taught not to do the shit that they're doing since they were in house league. You know why I know that? Because I played a lot of fucking house league. I was not a great hockey player, but I know sort of the basic mechanisms of playing defense from playing hockey for 12 years.
Are the Leafs feeling more and more familiar?
They're feeling like the tire fire I was. Yeah. And so
you look great at
Jess, when I look at this, man, I'm looking at guys who are better than this. And when McCabe makes that play on, is that goal 4 or goal 5 yesterday?
That was the game winner.
That was the game winner.
That was goal 5. Yeah.
When he makes that play, that's a play that I've never seen Jake McCabe make, which tells me they have no confidence, which tells me they don't know what the fuck to do.
No.
And that comes back to systems. It's systems. A, B, and C.
At some point, that's got to fall on the guy with the puck on his stick. That's a mental error.
But if everybody's doing it, Jesse, it's not isolated. Everybody's doing it. Who's had a good season outside of Oliver Ekman-Larsson?
On the decor?
No one. I'm not happy with any of their performance.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Right? If they're all doing it, then it's a systems issue. That's my point. If it's an isolated, fucking Morgan Riley is going to give up some shit sometimes. Okay, I get that. Or Simo Benoit is going to get turnstiled sometimes because his skating is not quite up to David Pastrnak. Okay, fine. Pastrnak will set people on fire.
You don't want those two on the ice at the same time, ideally.
Yeah.
No. But I can't look at McCabe shooting a puck directly into the opponent's stick and blame coaching. Like, I'm blaming the guy who did it.
Okay, you can't do that. When it becomes a trend and everybody's doing it, that's what I'm saying. It's, yes, that one goal, I agree with you, but everybody's doing it. So what then?
Yeah, but I think like everybody's doing it for, I don't know, like those specific instances you look at and you say these individual performances are failing. And I think it's a collection of everything, right? It's not one thing is a reason why the Leafs are underperforming right now. It's everything that goes into it. I don't think the 6 defensemen they have are good enough. I don't think Myers and Benoit should be in this lineup if you're trying to shoot for a division win and make a playoff run and all that. And I don't think the guys are mentally ready to play for this team. I don't think they show up every single period to play, and the coaching is probably also not supporting that. Like, I don't think you can pinpoint and just say it's the systems or the coaching or it's just the individual. I think it's a whole process that goes into it.
3 guys. I'm going to give you 3 guys who show up every night.
Okay.
John Tavares.
Oh my goodness.
John Tavares.
He's so good.
Every night. He's on pace for 120 points right now.
God, I love him.
I know it's a month and a half in, but still,
would
give me something. Matthew Nyes.
Matthew Nyes.
Shows up every night.
I die for him.
Would die for him.
My only regret is I can only die once.
Who's my third guy?
Like I would die for both of them.
Who's my third guy? Shows up every night.
It pains me that I don't know the answer.
Jesse, who do you think it is?
I think you're gonna say this one guy. He shows up every night, but his level of show isn't on the all-star level. But he shows.
Yes,
Nick Robertson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nick Robertson.
Nick Robertson tries
every night.
His ceiling is a lot lower than a guy like JT or Nyes.
Yeah.
But he shows
every night.
He's trying his best.
He tries his bag off.
It's not the greatest, but he always tries his bag
and
off.
I think he's got 7 points in 6 games.
I will give an asterisk vote to Chris Tanev. It's just he's not playing.
Yeah, I think we.
Can we show the John Tavares goal
please
for good vibes here? JT here on the goal visualizer by NHL.
What number is he, Jesse?
91. He's got the double circle because he's going to score this goal. But what's so fascinating about this goal and what illustrates just how good JT's playing is he starts this whole thing and creates this goal for himself. So Robertson gets him the puck there in his own zone by the face-off dot there. And JT carries the puck all the way up the ice, facing 2 defenders here at center ice. He goes through them, enters the zone on his own with the puck, finds the side of the net, takes a little shot that gets a rebound because he's generating an opportunity for the 2 guys that are trailing the play. Spectacularly done by McMahon and Robertson to follow their former captain up the ice. They get the rebound. Robertson gets it there. JT, if you watch him there, is going to his spot, the front of the net where all Leafs should be going. He goes there. He hangs out. Bobby McMahon's able to get the puck after Robertson gets it. McMahon finds JT, and JT finishes after he creates that rush and that opportunity himself. Spectacular work. He is the best Leaf this entire season. He's been doing this consistently game in and game out, and he hasn't missed a beat at all. It's been awesome to watch him play hockey.
And look at,
Robertson's such a dog.
Robertson was a dog on that play.
Things. Yeah.
Yep.
And listen, he is going to get caved from time to time. He doesn't have the size.
He doesn't
handle it.
He doesn't stay on his feet a lot.
No,
there's a couple times where he was out in front of the net and he got pushed down. It was a little.
He gets smushed a lot,
and he just went down on his knees, and it wasn't pretty. But he's always trying.
I do wish that he had Jason Robertson's height. That seems to be because Jason Robertson is significantly tall.
There's about half a foot between the two of them.
Yeah, but
Robertson's 5'9". Sorry, Nick is 5'9". Jason is 6'3".
And what Toronto and I think most sports fan groups appreciate are teams that work hard.
Yes,
you don't have to be the best. You do need to work hard. And I just
look at the Jays.
I will go back to
look at the championship Raptors.
Yeah, I will go back to what I have said from the beginning of this season when things started to look bad. Is these guys, these core guys, some of them never had to learn to play 60 minutes. Because they were so talented and had so many game breakers, they would be able to come back in games they didn't deserve to win. Mm-hmm. We saw it against Pittsburgh last Tuesday, actually, where they didn't deserve to win that game. And then the third period, they just took it and said, it's ours now.
They got the result they deserved last night. I was almost relieved.
But
I was like, you know what?
No,
they
don't
can't
do that.
But
I know, but like you're not supposed to win games like that. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you got to win games you're not supposed to win. You got your asses kicked. They had more than 50 shot attempts more than you. Ew. You should all have your paychecks revoked for that game. Like, ew. That's insane that you even thought you had a shot. It's insane moneypuck.com had the Leafs winning that game 6.6% of the time. It's a miracle it was tied for as long as it was.
But the point I'm trying to finish here is that it's okay. They never learned to play a full 60, and now they have to. Team's not good enough not to. And it was great to see Austin score last night. It was a great setup to him and a good little assist too. But what John did there, what you just showed, Jesse, I haven't seen Austin do that all year.
You don't gotta...
He doesn't create his own opportunities. He's waiting for them to come to him. You see it on the power play. He's not creating.
Did you... When was the last time Tavares had to get someone put on his line to get him going?
Yeah, he's playing with Robertson and McMahon, who were Matthews' line mates, by the way, a week ago.
Oh, yeah. But also, those guys don't make every team in this league.
Nope.
Robertson didn't even make the Leafs for parts of this season and
the last couple.
And last. McMahon didn't make this team at a camp last year, and I don't...
No, he's scratched. He made it, but he's scratched.
Yeah, well, yeah. Has he been scratched this season?
Don't know. Don't remember.
I can't remember.
I had a question about Matthews for you two individuals, but can I ask that question after the BetMGM big story?
Yeah, I suppose. Let's do it. Since we're on the topic of the Leafs, they happen to be playing Boston again tomorrow night. I'm doing the stream for it. And in this BetMGM big story, I'd like to know what our expectations might be. Because if you're going to do this, like Jesse, you put... How much money did you put on Fraser Minten scoring against the Leafs on Saturday night?
$1.
And how much dollars did you win back?
It was 7-1. I got $7 back for my dollar.
7-1.
Yeah. I made $7.
Do you
$6.
Do you bet on Alex Steves anytime goal on Tuesday?
Why not? Guaranteed.
Does Fraser Minten score again?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hat trick this time.
What Bruins fan is like, look out, Carlo's going to have a great game.
Where's the evidence to say that those guys won't score? All we have is evidence that this is just, hey, ex-Leafs are going to score.
What's a Steve's Minten parlay?
I can't tell you this early.
We're
too early for that stuff.
Put that together there, bud. Put that together. They're both getting one. I would do points, not goals, but they're getting in there.
I think it's funny how even Seth Jarvis scores against the Leafs on Sunday. There's somebody who's tied to the Leafs organization as well. Could have been Leafs draft pick.
Looking back, that move is a fireable offense.
Yeah.
Fireable.
Might have been. Is that Dubas's worst trade as a Leaf? You'd have been better just keeping.
You traded
Marleau.
a first round pick for literally nothing.
You could have traded. You could have traded one of Kapanen or Andreas Janssen, and you would have been fine. You probably would have got some good value.
You could have kept Marleau, and it would have been fine.
Well,
you could have kept Marleau. It would have been better than giving up a top 20 pick for cap space.
Don Waddell, man, he's a G. Unbelievable.
That's Tulsky. It's both of them.
Anyways,
who cares?
Leafs road in Boston after getting caved over the weekend. They probably win that. Isn't that what it is? Leafs win tomorrow and everything.
And we all believe on Wednesday? Are we all big believers?
Steve's like, Leafs win! Are you in?
You didn't even do it right. How dare you?
And the hat guy's like, Steve, you back in?
Steve.
Like, yeah, I'm in.
That's not what he sounds like at all.
Hey, listen, you can
Let
check
me
it
out of the basement.
Check it out now on the BetMGM app. It's improved its lineup with instant withdrawals, data insights, and brand new rewards hubs. Download the BetMGM app today and enjoy the NHL like never before. BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 19 plus to wager. Ontario only. Please play responsibly. If you have any questions or concerns about your gambling or somebody close to you, please contact Connects Ontario 1-866-531-2600 to speak to an advisor free of charge. BetMGM operates pursuant to an operating agreement with iGaming Ontario. Now, Jesse, what was the question that you had for us about Austin?
I wanted to know, because I think you two might share different perspectives on this. And I know a lot of fans are kind of divided on this, but a lot of people some people look at when the players talk to the media, it's kind of like they're talking to the fans and we're kind of the conduit there.
Yeah.
Some people see when the players talk to the media, they're like, I don't care what the players have to say. I just want them to go out and win, and I'm always rooting for them. And last night, Austin comes out to talk first, and we're all in the scrum, and devastating loss. Austin comes out first. And Austin's response is, I could probably copy and paste them from a couple number of different losses this season. I could probably regurgitate what he's about to say before he even says it, because he's kind of been saying the same thing for a little bit now. I can play it for you here, and then I want to get your responses on, are you upset that there's not more emotion shown from him, or is he doing the right thing by kind of always towing, I'll call it the company line, and keeping the PR just stable in that nobody's going to overreact to it? So this is what he said. First response is probably the most emotional, in air quotes, that he got about the game.
In their favor in the third? I mean, I think it's just kind of been the same, same stuff, just details and execution. I thought, we were fortunate to have a lead after two. I mean, if it wasn't for Beast, 3-4 breakaways there that we gave up. He made big saves and just details. I didn't think we won enough puck battles tonight, and just kind of the repetitive stuff that we just can't seem to get right, or we can't seem to have like a consistency over a full 60 minutes. I mean, there's going to be times where there's momentum shifts and stuff like that, but to kind of break that momentum as quickly as possible and get back on the right side of things, we're not doing that quick enough.
Is it good for the Leafs that their captain is giving these answers where we kind of know what to expect? He's disappointed in the performance. He recognizes the same thing Berube does about the battles and that sort of stuff, and you get back at it the next day and you try and fix those things. Or would you like to see more an emotional outburst? Is that good for the team? Where do you guys land on that?
I have an answer. Adam, you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
As I am jealous of calm and rational people. I'm very often jealous of Jesse and the way he looks at things, and I go, God, I just can't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the capacity. I cannot do that. I often go in the middle of discussions, I go, God, why don't you care half as much as me? Not just you, just adults. I am so envious of adults and how they are able to adult. I am not capable of doing that. So knowing that response makes me enjoy life less than I did before I heard it.
That's dark.
That saps my life force like a vampire.
So one thing I just want to cut you off and say, I think you confuse caring and the emotion that somebody wears outwards.
Yes.
I don't think Austin cares about winning less than you do.
I shouldn't say care.
Yeah, that's where I just want to cut you off, because he cares about winning that hockey.
Is it passion then? What word am I looking for?
I think
we'll find it.
You're asking him to show the level of frustration that is weighing on him outwardly to the public. He feels that internally. I don't think there's any denying that every player out there wants to win those games.
What you show outwardly isn't necessarily for you. The emotion that you wear outwardly, you sometimes wear for the community.
So that's my question.
Right.
I think we've stumbled upon the right thing. It's you want to see that.
What I want to see, and what I think Leafs fans want to see in their team, I'm trying to think back to when I was a kid, not even necessarily a little boy. We're talking preteen, end of elementary school, maybe going into high school. I think when you watch these guys, you want to see yourself in them, and you want to see the person that you want to be or the person that you wish you were. I remember when these guys were superheroes.
But you're almost 40.
Yeah, I'm almost 40.
And these are human beings now, right? It is different
and
in
they're
that regard.
So boring. Well, aren't people so damn boring?
But I'd say that you watch the Blue Jays, and the whole point of being on a team is to create something bigger than yourself.
I'm almost 40, and I truly believe Ernie Clement could climb a building. I do. I think he has sticky fingers and spider powers, and he could climb the side of a building and rescue someone with his magical webs.
Yes.
That he got from getting bitten by a radioactive spider.
So
I believe he could do it.
So I'm pre-arguing, because people will be like, well, you're not a kid anymore. Yeah, but we just watched the team go to the
No, but I daydream. I have whimsy. I have an imagination. And these guys are just dudes.
So if Austin throws a trash can on the way out of the arena, are you taking this loss better?
Maybe. There's a reason why, though. So you bring up again, Jesse, you're not seeing this from the perspective of most people are not nearly as well adjusted as you. And I don't think you would ever give yourself that kind of credit. Most people would genuinely feel better if they saw that kind of reaction, I think.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not taking a stance either way. I want to hear your perspective on it.
No, I know. There is a reason why they have a perception about them that they don't care. Because like, oh yeah, just details, and you're acting like this game was close. Like the final,
we haven't seen this before.
Final score is 5-4, or that you haven't seen this before. For God's sake, you got your asses kicked in your own barn. You have one road win. Mm-hmm. You're acting like this might not get worse when you go on the road. Like, when you look at it like there's no big deal, and you look at it with no passion whatsoever, people are going to feel a certain way about it. I'll give you a great example. Last year, William Nylander goes, "We lost 3 in a row. What's the big deal?" When he said it, people were mad. Then what'd he do?
What was a hat trick next game?
He was their best player in a 3-game stretch where they won 3 straight, and then he went, "We won 3 straight. What's the big deal?" Wink. And we all went, "Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That's hilarious. Good for you." And all we've gotten from this year's team is lip service.
Adam Wild.
I got something for you.
Lifelong Toronto Maple Leafs fan.
Lifelong.
That's your captain of your favorite team.
Yeah.
Do you want to see Austin Matthews more emotion there?
So that was the knock against Matt's when he took over, was that he was pretty dry in front of the media, and he was. Now, we know behind the scenes that Matt's he's a quiet guy anyway, but like he would throw sticks and trash cans.
There's a story in his book where he flipped a table.
Yeah. I'll tell you that some of the sources I have told me over the summer that the comment that he made about there being too many passengers in the Panthers series, especially towards the end, remember he made that after Game 7, did not go over well with certain people in the dressing room. And while I understand Austin's having to manage the room, which is the most important, and then the media and fans, which, sorry guys, second most important in this scenario, right?
If that.
I think it's kind of good that it pissed people off. I think it's kind of good if it pissed you off, then win the game, and he doesn't have to say it. And I think people rightly pointed out that he could be labeled one of those passengers because the Leafs were outscored 12-2 in games 5 and 7. So it's like, well, too many passengers. Are you pointing at yourself? And I think maybe had he said, "I include myself in that comment goes nowhere. But I can tell you that ruffled some feathers within the dressing room. That is for sure 100%. So in that scenario, Jesse, I feel like he's probably looking at that going, okay, that was a mistake last year as a captain. It's November. It's the first third of November. I don't want to be making statements like that. But I do think there's a significant part of this fan base that wants somebody to validate their feelings of, hey, I see this shit on television after my long day at work, and I'm looking at this and going, this sucks. And you're telling me, oh, well, details this or whatever. I thought the comment that was really great was John Tavares.
Yeah.
Who said they play an immature game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
Thank you.
I think that's the natural next step is there's somebody who has been in that position being captain before, but John Tavares isn't somebody who's ever emotional. And him saying that, I think, is very important. So I'll play his answer here.
They're a good hockey team, and they put a lot of pressure on you. So, at times we did some really good things, earned opportunities, and were able to give ourselves a lead. And then, our game just, for whatever reason, becomes really immature, and we don't manage the game very well.
How do you break that cycle?
Play this answer.
We have a lot of very good hockey players. We have a very veteran team. So it's just the decision to do it shift after shift.
I'm sorry. Like, this is emotional, but they have to do something. Someone's got to go.
Or someone's got to sit.
Or someone's got to sit, or both, or whatever. Because Tavares, that gave me chills. Oh, right. This isn't a team full of bright-eyed and bushy-tailed rookies. This is one of the older teams in the league. It might be the oldest D-core in the league. And they're playing like they've never seen a puck before and have no idea what to do. They're in deep shit. I know it's early. It's also not that early. That was game 16. These guys are in deep, deep shit. Someone's got to go. They need new bodies. They need new voices. I was looking at some guys from the Marlies who they could call up. And I realized it's an exercise in futility because they actually can't do any of those things. They can't call up a single one of them until they trade someone, waive someone and they clear, waive someone and they're claimed.
Or somebody goes down with an injury.
Someone goes down with an injury, which is not something you bloody hope for. So the only way, there's this musical chairs of who's in and out of the lineup. Ugh, no. We need a move of at least moderate significance here because this group ain't it.
I think when him saying they're a veteran team, we got to realize the window here was the last 9 years when you had Marner, Austin, Tavares, and Willie, and all those guys going at the same time. And it's closing here fast, especially without your first round draft picks. You're going to have a couple more cracks at this, but you're not going to have cracks at this forever. And if anybody's going to realize that, it's John Tavares, who signed probably the last contract of his career this past offseason. And he's realizing we're acting very immature, and that's not acceptable at this point. And this is a veteran team who needs to win at some point here, or it's all over for all of us.
Yep. A lot of these guys are committed to this team. Stolarz, oh shit. You're here for the next half decade, dude. Tavares, this is it for your career. This contract you're on. Willie's got 7 years left. OEL's got term. McCabe just signed a deal. Riley doesn't want to leave. Tanev's here for the rest of his career.
Yep.
Oh, guys,
this isn't a bunch of kids.
Forget the team for a sec. I would love you all to unite and be an actual watchable hockey team, but your individual NHL careers are toast if you don't figure this out. And a lot of you haven't won the cup. And I got news for you. You're fucked.
And I think that's why, in these moments, fans and you are so hard on the team right now, is because the expectations are, hey, this team needs to be competitive here and compete for a cup because that's the bar we've set, and they're falling so far under it, right? It's not that this is a team that's on the upswing and these nights are going to happen. It's, no, you're a veteran team and we need the compete level every single night and you just show us what it is. That's why the disappointment comes. It comes from the expectation of what this team should be.
Look at the damn Providence Bruins right now. Look at what have they won? 6 straight?
I think it's 6 now, yeah.
Look at the on-paper talent on that team. Are you kidding me? What have I said for years? The Bruins draft, develop, trade for, and sign Bruins! The Bruins asking for Fraser Minten should have told you that you need to keep this player. The Bruins offering you Brandon Carlo should have told you you need to avoid them at all costs. This is what they do. I'm not saying they never lose a trade or make a bad decision or whatever, but their culture, their organizational culture is so incredibly healthy and ingrained in everyone who works there that they are never out of any season, ever. Who knows? Maybe they missed the playoffs and no one would blame them for it. I don't think they're gonna.
I don't think they were going to either.
I do.
You think they're missing it, eh?
I think the Bruins missed the playoffs.
Oh,
yeah, they probably should. Jesse, that is the logical way to look at it.
I think they're probably really going to miss the playoffs.
But I say all that to say, any given night, their roster is on the ice with the Leafs roster. Who knows what the outcome is? The Bruins will outwork the Leafs. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's who the Leafs are too. Second best. Second hardest working.
And the Leafs got plenty of season to turn this around.
They do.
It's getting late fast. They are 17 points, which leaves them 1 point out of a wild card spot. They're 7-4-1 at home. a 1-3 on the road, but they'll make up those games.
Detroit's not in a spot.
They've already played more than
hell?
a quarter of their home games.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Because Canadian teams always get stuffed with home games earlier in the year because of American football. So the Leafs having a good home record is awesome, but they're going to be on the road a lot for the rest of the season.
Yeah, but they're 5 points out of first in the East.
That's not bad.
Like a lot of time here.
Yeah.
But don't let it get late quick.
It's like perception is very funny. Like Sen's Twitter hates their lives. And
They're doing fine.
they're in an Atlantic Division playoff spot. They've won 2 straight. They're 6-1-3 in their last 10. They have 1 regulation loss in their last 10.
But they have the worst goaltending that's ever been in the NHL ever.
Which is insane.
Yeah. And they're 8-5-3. You know?
It's completely insane. No, it's early. There is lots of room to right the ship. What I'm seeing with the Leafs is a lack of evidence that they have the ability to right the ship.
There you go.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, the Raptor Ranch Poutine with chicken and bacon. And I just dropped my fork on the floor and I don't even care.
Oh my God.
I don't
5-second rule.
Still going to eat it.
Yeah, 5-second rule.
And yeah, that's true. But here's the thing. So this is so great about the NBA because they don't fake losses like the NHL does. The NBA is like, if you lost in overtime, it's still a loss, man.
Yeah.
The Raptors are 5-5, but that's good enough for third in the division. Jesse.
Yes.
I just want to ask about the Raptors this year because they seem to be a lot more fun than they were in last year, and they kind of have seemingly surprised some people.
I think the most fun part of this Raptors season is that they have a legitimate chance to be one of the teams that qualifies to the playoffs for the NBA Cup because they went 2-0 so far in their first 2 NBA Cup games.
That's
and
amazing. Nobody
Nobody else in their division is 2-0. The other teams either have 1 loss or haven't played their second game yet. The Pacers and Wizards, they've all lost already, so they're not going to be 2-0. So the Raptors legitimately could be in the playoffs for the NBA Cup.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy. Considering what our expectations are of the Raptors coming into the season. You guys are so distracted by this food. I know the NBA Cup standings aren't hitting as hard, but this is a big deal.
Buddy, I'm into my teams winning. Bacon, ranch, and chicken. I'm fully invested. Trust me.
Yeah. No, this is good. They're a fun team to watch.
Yeah. I think Brandon Ingram, he's brought a completely different vibe to this team where things are meshing well with Scotty and RJ. And now they have a legitimate scorer that they can go to and say, hey, we got a guy who, when we need a bucket, we know we can go to Ingram in a way we couldn't go to some of the other pieces they had on the team last year. And that I think that's really benefiting Scotty. So I'm riding high on the Raptors so far this season.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
We could use some good news in Toronto sports. The Raptor Ranch Poutine with chicken and bacon is available at McDonald's all over Canada only for a limited time. Every Raptor Ranch Poutine with chicken and bacon is made with crispy pieces of 100% Canadian raised seasoned chicken, world famous fries layered with Canadian cheese curds, which is the best, and gravy topped with crispy hickory smoked bacon and ranch sauce. Baby!
Just like RJ Barrett, cheese curds are from here.
I like that. Moving on to the Edmonton Oilers for a sec here.
Good Lord.
That was a bad loss.
Yeah?
Everything is bad. And what do you do? Like, now we're talking about, like, people are having these conversations about Fogel's gone, Broberg's gone, Holloway's gone. There's other guys. Corey Perry's no longer there. Like,
Broberg and Holloway are not.
They're not having. They're
thriving.
They were last year, but they're
Yes.
not. Nobody in St. Louis is doing well right now. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, guys, like, none of those guys are game breakers, but together, that constitutes a better bottom 6, probably, and maybe in a deeper decor than they currently have. I don't see that as the problem. I think, first off, this team, from the time Connor McDavid has got there, has cycled through head coaches roughly every 2.5 years.
They should probably not do that.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Number one.
I think they found a good one.
We'll see. We thought that with Woodcroft.
Yep.
Remember? We were like, oh, Woodcroft. This guy, everybody was talking about Jay Woodcroft like he was the next big up-and-coming coach. They clearly have a goaltending problem. Clearly, the goaltending was never... And listen, Stan Bowman built Chicago Blackhawks teams on mediocre to bad goaltending. Antti Niemi was the starting goaltender when they won in 2010.
People would argue he didn't build that team.
And he's right, but he could have switched out the goaltender. He didn't. Corey Crawford was a good goalie.
Technically,
Corey Crawford
he did.
is a legend in Chicago. Corey Crawford was never a great goalie on his own, but he had a great team in front of him. Great team in front of him.
Blackhawks fans are not going to love this comparison, but Osgood-ish.
Sure.
Like,
and lovable and a great guy.
Osgood-ish as a compliment.
Yeah. Better than Osgood, I would say. But yes.
Yeah.
But those Detroit
maybe.
teams didn't win because Chris Osgood was standing on his head. They won because they had this Hall of Famer and this Hall of Famer and this Hall of Famer and this Hall and this crazy defense and great coaching, whatever.
Did you win or lose?
You won.
You won.
Stan Bowman, I don't think, I think, their GMs all have blind spots. Brad Treliving loves an old slow guy. Kyle Dubas loves a fast winger who was undersized.
Mm-hmm.
Stan Bowman does not put, and his history repeats itself, right? His history as a general manager proves this. You can't prove me wrong. It's on his resume. He does not value the goaltending position the way that I think you ought to. And if you look at the NHL in the last few years, the teams that have won, and not just teams that have won, the teams that have repeated. Tampa, Vasilevsky, Florida, Bobrovsky, Aiden Hill had a crazy run. He struggled with injuries since, right? And then who was the goalie for Colorado when they won?
Kemper,
who's looked pretty good in LA.
He's up and down, but he got a Vezina nomination last year.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty good. Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard have got them to the finals. But I don't like that wording. I think they got to the finals with Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard. I don't think Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard got them to the finals. Do you understand the nuance there?
Yes.
The reality of the situation is Stuart Skinner came into the season and he said, I want to be Team Canada's goaltender come Olympic time.
No shot.
Stuart Skinner, I don't think if Canada had 4 Olympic teams, I don't think he'd be on.
No.
This is not good enough. At a certain point, you need to go out and be bold and make a move.
That's your favorite punching bag, is it not?
No, the Pittsburgh Penguins are. Just ask.
Yeah, Kyle Dubas. My bad. Yeah.
But it's not my favorite punching bag. Ask everybody that watches the Oilers.
No, it's NHL shooters' favorite.
Can I play Chris Knobloch responding to a question about Stuart Skinner?
That is this team losing some belief here when it comes to the goaltending situation?
I don't believe so.
Wowzers! Wowzers!
That would be yes, Jesse. The answer is yes.
Okay, one more time.
Start that over. Oh, wow!
All right. So I'll play his answer here as well. We'll get through it, but this reaction is so awesome.
Losing some belief here when it comes to the goaltending situation?
I don't believe so. I think there's been games where our goaltending has been good. The chances and the amount of chances that we've given up has not helped. So I see a lot of bigger issues than our goaltending.
I counted 3 Mississippis from when that question was asked to his answer. Yes, they're losing faith. Yes. Everybody with a set of eyeballs can tell that. I'm sorry, there's no numbers out there. There's nothing that you can show me that tells me that goaltending is enough.
No,
you need a fucking save. You need a guy to show up. That game was over after goal number 2. They were fucking dead. You could see it in the play. Their legs were dead. No, how does Connor McDavid look that dead in the first period of a hockey game against the Avs on hockey night in Canada?
Sometimes you get beat up like 5-1, 6-1. That's considered a bad loss.
Yeah.
Some would even argue 4-1. When someone hangs a 9 spot on you, that like Adam, you hit on something. That's your team shut it off entirely. That's got nothing to do with the Avalanche are just better than the Oilers. Like, no, your team after a certain goal, probably early on, shut it off. The Leafs were competitive with Florida, not very good in Game 7, but it was tied. Florida scored 1 goal.
Yep.
They shut it off. Jesse, just for fun, I want to play the first part of that clip one more time. I have a stopwatch, and I want to see how long it takes him to make a syllable.
All right, hold on. Let me get to the question here. Okay.
Here we go.
through your goalie, and you said your team sags after that. Is this team losing some belief here when it comes to the goaltending situation?
I don't believe so.
That was over 3 seconds.
I said 3 Mississippis.
Steve's got 3.5 on the stopwatch.
3.5. I was a little slow.
Wow.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you got to make a trade today.
And you know what's crazy?
That was bad.
Is when last trade deadline was around this spring, Stan Bowman said, no, I don't need to make a trade for a goaltender.
He said, no.
No.
Man.
I have a goalie.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't say it like
We're
that.
fine. And you know what? They made it all the way to Stanley Cup Finals. So what the fuck do I know?
Man.
But the reality is, if they'd had a better goaltender, they probably would have won.
This is very counterintuitive for someone who works in media, but we have said it many, many times. Your GM and anyone GM and up needs to shut up. If they're talking, it is almost exclusively a bad thing and a bad idea. There are exceptions, like certain days. You can't. That's such an unforced error. Like think of Dubas. We can and we will. If he doesn't say that, no one holds him to it. Yeah, you can trade Nylander. You can trade. You can trade whoever you want.
All he had to say is, we'll see. We'll see
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see if they want to be here.
Yeah, well,
Put it on them.
Yes. No, our goaltending. You better hope that goaltending kicks ass for you. Now, you know what I had forgotten is that the Oilers have Connor Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, how is he doing in the AHL? He's 1-2-1 with an .848 save percentage.
What is it?
848.
Oh, my God.
Is that good?
No,
Stuart Skinner's an 889, by the way, which isn't good.
it's honestly better than I thought.
Hey, it's better than Leaf.
I'm not kidding. Like, that's significantly better than I thought.
889 is not good.
No, and like it's 4 games. It's the AHL. I assume at some point they're going to give him a look. Maybe. I don't think they have the answer right now. I don't. Oh boy, that's tough. And it's not like teams are tripping over themselves to give you a goalie.
Hey, you know who's got a 900 save percentage?
Who?
Matt Murray.
In Seattle?
Yeah, 3 games, but that's pretty good. Could have had him for free.
Son of.
Adam, you want to do something for me?
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
Tell me how much Trent Frederick is making.
Oh, $4 million a year for the next 7?
For how many years?
I think it's 7 or 8.
And now tell me, how many points does he have this season?
I know he's got 1.
I don't think it goes higher than that number.
I like Trent Frederick a lot. Wow. Has he had a rough start in Edmonton? I wonder if it's the injury lingering from last year. Is he not fully healthy? Because I saw a really good Trent Frederick in Boston, but holy guacamole.
Well, it
That
was a
is
couple
crazy.
years in the past, though.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, with players with like recent injuries, you're making bets.
Yep.
They're gonna get it back or they won't.
Yep.
And I bet on sports science these days because so many guys are coming back from the dead, like having long careers that go deep into their 30s. And 1 point.
When you look at it like this, 16 games, 1 goal, 0 assists, -5. It doesn't look pretty.
No.
No, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, for 7 years.
The Leafs made that guy look really good.
Yeah, that,
I need to
that
stop-
doesn't say anything.
I need to stop grading people against how they look against the Leafs. The Leafs made Alexander Georgiev look like the best goaltender to come out of Russia ever. So,
yeah, like Paul Cotter is going to win the Rocket Richard. Like what do you?
hey, he had an overtime winner this weekend.
Oh, there you go. Oh man, God,
Or shootout.
I want him so bad. I want that man a disgusting amount. I wish he was a Leaf.
What's the fix?
Goaltending.
In Edmonton.
It's clearly more than just goaltending.
But
It is.
That's 60% of it.
It is, but they don't. It's not just that the goalies are performing poorly and obviously they're hemorrhaging chances. They do not believe in the goaltending. That's Chris Knobloch said nearly that verbatim, but all the letters were silent. The no, we don't have faith in our goaltending is silent. It's hard. What's worse than showing up, trying your bag off, and every puck that sails on net is going in? It's got to be the most demoralizing thing in the sport.
There's got to be more too, just from the other parts of the lineup. Like you look at guys like Mangiapane and Frederick, and McDavid and Draisaitl will get it going and they'll be fine. But I'd like the other parts of the Oilers lineup to also be aware of what's going on the ice, especially their D2.
So
it's easy to go at Nurse and Bouchard, but it's easy because they are big problems of this team.
Well, and they're also paid like the guys who solve problems.
Exactly.
This is enormously unfair, but I saw McDavid was like 5th in league scoring. The Oilers are built in a way that if he's not first, they stink. He has 22 points in 16 games. And
a lot of apples, though.
Yeah, 5 goals, 17 assists but that means someone's scoring, right? But
wasn't he the one saying it pissed him off that he didn't score more goals to start the season?
He leads the team. I'll give you this one. Even though he's got 10 goals, 18 points in 16 games from Leon Draisaitl, that's not enough.
No, it isn't.
That's not enough for the highest paid player. And what are you saying, Draisaitl's bet? No. I'm saying that the level McDavid and Draisaitl have to be in order for the Oilers to be successful is so cartoonishly high that there's no guarantee they do it every year.
Mm-hmm. And to add to that, and I know the Oilers are probably capped out this season, but why did Connor McDavid sign this extension?
He believed.
He believed and does believe and still believes.
I still think when they get Hyman back, it's going to be insane.
Yeah.
It's one guy.
But if you're giving up that cap space so that your team can make other moves, which they are, you got to make some moves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even if this season is not a part of that. I know his extension kicks in next year, but the point is you have that flexibility next year and the year after. Go and find somebody with term and figure it out. I just... when the Oilers needed a defenseman, I'll give Ken Holland this. He made a big swing and got Matthias Ekholm, and look at how great that worked out.
Jake Wallman.
Another one.
Hasn't been great.
He has not been great.
No,
and
Spector
he's on a
wrote that Wallman has a pinching problem, and which is kind of a funny way to put it.
Yeah,
pinchy problem, like a crab.
That's like something they send home from daycare, like your kid pinching a lot.
But they've clearly expected a lot from him, giving him that extension, right?
Yeah,
a lucrative one,
good enough, and
a very lucrative one.
Nuge was out. Is out. Hyman's out. Kapanen's out. They're missing some of the extra forwards that would provide a lot of help with this team, but not good enough.
Yep.
Just like with the Leafs, just the effort you're giving out there is not good enough. And yeah, that first goal that Cale Makar shot on Stuart Skinner, ugly stuff.
So, so then we go to the Rangers again, and the Rangers just got shut out on home ice against the Islanders. If
that's between the ears,
100%. Yeah, it's also between the eyes.
Well, and 5 shutouts against in 7 games. No, that's in your head. How many American Hockey League teams, if you expanded to 33 and you're like, here's the Hershey Bears, do you think the Hershey Bears get shut out? The Milwaukee Admirals, the Toronto Marlies, the Abbotsford Canucks. How many American League teams get shut out in 5 out of 7 games where they have home ice advantage?
Yep.
That's crazy.
And yet,
here we are.
It's mental. I 100% agree with you. They're a very good team on the road. 7-1. They've looked really good. And they just get home and something mentally they can't see past James Dolan his office there and MSG's ice, and they can't play again. They scored 1 outside of the Sharks game where they scored 5 goals. They've scored 1 goal.
Yep. Every game.
That's stupid. That doesn't make sense. And when something's such a wild outlier, when you're tying the defunct Pittsburgh Pirates of was it even called the NHL back in 1962?
Yeah, 29? It was.
It was still the NHL back then?
NHA to NHL.
International Hockey Program.
Who cares what it was called? Those people were barely playing the same sport.
Yeah.
When you're tying those records, that's something else.
Actually, thank you, Jesse. You know what? You just triggered a memory. When I was writing about goalie Mount Rushmore, there was this guy, now I don't remember his name. I think he's still third all time. George Hainsworth.
Okay.
He's still third all time in shutouts. He has like 90.
Oh my God.
And I was like, wait a second. And I Googled it. I go, when was the forward pass allowed in the NHL? And more than half of his career shutouts came before the invention of the forward pass.
I bet he played a lot before they invented the slap shot.
Definitely.
Shot's a recent invention.
That was Bernie Jeffrey.
Yeah, before they invented curved sticks, Jesse. Like
this guy, those don't count.
Here, can you look it up right now?
Sure.
Like, when was the forward pass allowed in the NHL? Because if I'm not mistaken, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the hockey Pittsburgh Pirates, played that 1929 season they're talking about. I believe that was the last season before the forward pass.
29-30.
There you go.
They allowed the forward pass. And now they were allowed.
This is unprecedented.
They were allowed in the neutral zone, but only in the neutral zone up in 1918-19. So it was, there's kind of wonky rules about that. So that in 27-28, the forward pass was allowed in the defensive zone, and then they expanded it in the 30s to the offensive zone, the entire ice.
So thank you for describing pre-Treaty of Versailles rules in the NHL.
It's post.
Like what?
Is it post? Treaty of Versailles 1919.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, but I guess you're right. I thought you meant forward pass. You're
Hell
right.
yeah.
No, you're right.
Hell yeah.
You're right.
So the Bruins, no, they would never do this. The Rangers have done something that has never happened since the invention of the forward pass in all three zones.
I think my new favorite site is the historical rule changes info about the NHL changes on the NHL.com site.
Look at the hair from that.
Because I learned now that in 1917-18, goalies were permitted to fall on the ice to make saves. Previously, a goaltender was penalized for dropping to the ice.
That's the first year of the NHL.
The NHL.
What was the point in lifting the puck?
400 of the NHL originated six-man hockey, replacing seven-man hockey in 11-12. Yeah, and then 17-18. First,
and remember, it was the Toronto owner who was so fucking annoying that the rest of the owners were like, "We're leaving the NHA and we're going to start the NHL."
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened.
So 21-22 goaltenders were allowed to pass the puck forward up their own blue line.
Wow.
Overtime limited to 20 minutes. Oh, wow. Penalties were changed from 3 minutes to 2 minutes. Other of the big ones, these are the ones that I was talking about, the forward pass, 1928, 29, 29, 30. Forward passing rules in 1929, instituted at the beginning of the 30 season. Here's 30-31. A player without a complete stick ruled out of play and forbidden from taking part in further action until a new stick is obtained. That's a good one.
So you can't just have a jagged wooden weapon to stab people with.
33-34. Number of players permitted to stand in the defensive zone restricted to 3, including the goaltender.
Oh, wow.
Visible time clocks required in each rink. So they had, like in basketball, where they have the zone where you can't stand, and they had that in hockey in the 33-34 season.
So I'm glad we're going through this, because the conditions in which the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Pittsburgh Pirates,
29 hockey Pirates,
the 29 hockey Pirates, the conditions where they were shut out as many times as the Rangers have been were impossible to score in. Look at 40-41.
No.
Flooding ice between periods made obligatory?
No, 39-40. A substitute replacing a goaltender removed from ice to serve a penalty may use a goaltender's stick and gloves, but no other goaltending equipment.
Oh, wow.
So in 1939-40, say Anthony Stolarz gets a penalty.
Yes.
He has to go to the box and serve the penalty.
No way.
But they can only replace the goaltender with a player who then can use a stick of the goaltender, but no goalie equipment. He's got to stand there in his regular equipment.
That's cool.
That's okay. So that,
imagine that today. That'd be hilarious.
you might get a lot of power play goals. But other than that,
Adam, do you want the wartime rules?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I think we've done this.
All right.
We've beat the dead horse. I do want to give you something that here's the main reason the Rangers are not winning. Hey, so how much you said Leon Draisaitl's get 21 points or 18 points?
18
and
16.
And that's
poor for him
and not good enough.
But he has 10 goals. He's amongst the league leaders, but it's still the standard for him is insane.
So is the standard for Artemi Panarin with 10 points and 16?
Oy.
At 11.6 million. And let me tell you this. Artemi Panarin, you go through his game logs. He has 10 points this season.
Mm-hmm.
7 of them came in 2 games.
Oh.
That's
how many points does he have?
Last Friday against Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday, the 18th of October against Montreal.
How many points does he have games in?
Well, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oi!
5 games.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Now, it's important with Artemi Panarin, outside of the the COVID shortened season, he's never had less than 50 assists in his time with the Rangers.
He's
over
an
the course of the
elite
season.
Elite playmaker.
In fact, until last season, which was really bad, he'd never had less than 60 assists in a season. Ever.
Wow.
With the Rangers.
I can't believe he wasn't drafted.
This guy needs to put on his big boy pants. You're out of contract at the end of this season. You are 34.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to start asking questions.
And that's just selfish reasons. Like, how about you make $11.6 million to not suck?
Well, and what's crazy is that I think Freach said it on 32 Thoughts a couple weeks ago. He was like, Artemi Panarin is going for the maximum possible dollar. Right now, I think 3 to 4 million is the maximum possible dollar based on that performance. It's a joke. It's terrible.
Right now, he's shaping up to be dude who signs for max money with a dumb team and screws them.
I can't. Artemi Panarin in Nashville is going to slap.
Damn.
Just add more winger depth.
Yeah.
Great. It's terrible. It's terrible. Now, the other side of things, unless you guys have more on the Rangers, do you have more that you want to talk about on the Rangers?
Is Mike Sullivan a good coach?
He's a good expected goals coach.
I'll let you know.
Always amongst the league leaders.
He had a poor end of tenure in Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. Now he's gone to New York and can't turn it around.
Yep.
I don't know. Question.
That's a good question. I think it's a fair question. The results are not there.
The Rangers are a bad team based on how they play on the road.
I don't
7-1 is good.
And hey, their defense is good and their goaltending is really strong.
I think it just might be between the years. It's crazy.
Pete DeBoer is floating around out there. You might notice that we all have facial hair. It is Movember, so obviously we are doing our mustaches. But I do want to mention that the way we keep it clean and sexy is through Harry's. Harry's razors are amazing. They just launched their brand new razor called Harry's Plus. 10 years in development for this bad boy. And Jesse, one of the things they talk about, and I want to know if you can confirm this for us, is it actually like a heavy duty sort of razor?
Yeah, it's
got some weight to it.
Premium.
Here, can I try?
Steve almost fell over.
That's something
crazy. Yeah,
that's
the thing. You don't want
substantial.
You don't want that cheap stuff. You want the stuff that's going to last. And the great thing about Harry's Plus and what makes it an upgrade is the advanced pivoting system. It reaches all corners of your face much easier. A refined blade technology for an even closer, more comfortable shave. And even after all this innovation, Harry's Plus, 10 years of innovation, it still costs less than Gillette Fusion. A premium shave without the premium markup. That's the key. And now for a limited time, our listeners can get a Harry's Plus trial set for only $10. Harrys.com/STP. That set includes an all-new Harry's Plus razor, 1 refined 5-blade cartridge, a 2-ounce faux shaving gel thing that you can get, and of course, a travel cover to protect your blades on the go, because you don't want them rattling around and getting dull. Just go to harrys.com/STP to claim this offer, and after you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please say it was the Steve Dangle Podcast. Okay? Thank you. Happy shaving. Drew and Stu, our football show, it's an excellent show. It does include producer Drew, though.
Ugh.
But listen, we're giving away a Jaylen Waddle jersey And you have to play a little Drew and Stu Pick'em on Spark. And what's interesting about this is, did the Dolphins not just beat up on a team that is near and dear to Drew's heart?
Yes, they beat the Bills.
That's
to
pretty
reward
rough.
him and smush it in his face. So we're giving away the Dolphins.
I think he's going to love that.
So if you want this jersey, courtesy of Fanatics, obviously, we
Yes.
want to get it to you. All you have to do is sign up for the Spark app. It's the same app that you do trivia with Steve and I on our live streams when we did all our stuff for the playoffs last year. It's all on there. So go to the Spark app. Links in the description. Yes, Jesse?
It's the winner of week 11. So this upcoming week of the NFL season, it's just that 1 week. If you come in first place for week 11, you win the Jaylen Waddle jersey. So if you haven't been playing all season long, now's a great time to join for this 1 week. And if you come in first, you will win the jersey.
Well,
and
there is the Cam is at first.
The tiebreaker for if there's two people with the same total amount of points is the person who got in their picks first.
Oh.
So get your picks in early and you can win that jersey. If we take a look at the standings right now, Cam's in first overall for the entire thing.
That's wild.
Which is crazy, which makes sense.
Yes.
Knowing
still.
Cam. Drew's in 8th. He's tied for 8th. I am in 56th, tied with Steve Dangle.
Hell yeah.
And Adam's 224.
I haven't done mine in a few weeks,
Oh.
but I will be this
Should
week.
be doing it every week.
I know. I keep forgetting. This
Get
is my problem.
wrecked.
Steve.
He was demoralized. He knew he wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
You're hanging in there.
Buddy,
Well done.
I know what I'm doing.
For a guy that used to not like the NFL at all, I'm impressed.
Yeah. And these are picks against the spread. Like, it's not easy. It's not just picking favorites.
Buddy, I'm so smart. So smart. I'm a really smart guy.
Check it out right now. I also want to say this. My name is Connor Bedard, and in 16 games this year, I have 9 goals and 16 assists for 25 points. My name is Macklin Celebrini. I've played 16 games. I have 10 goals, 14 assists for 24 points.
Animal.
Who am I? 15 games, 10 goals, 15 assists. Also young, hip, and cool center.
Oh,
Go ahead.
you got to remember it's Adam asking. Leo Carlson.
Leo mother effing Carlson.
There you go.
This friggin' guy, no one's talking about this guy.
Your Ducks agenda,
Leo
Adam?
friggin' Carlson, left shot center too. Dude, I'm telling you,
Adam.
he's got 1 point and he's gonna have 100 career. This guy fucking rocks. Watch out for Sweden, man.
Listen, you're burying the lead.
What is it?
Leo Carlson, yeah. When are you and I going to fight?
What are we gonna fight about?
When are you and I just going to scrap?
What are we gonna fight about?
Well, because you can't say that in front of me,
Uh-huh.
the preeminent Sharks truther.
Uh-huh.
You need
As a
a
Ducks
name.
truther.
Are you the Ducks truther?
I don't know if I'm a Ducks truther. I just accurately was able to say, hey, they got a pretty good head coach and they've got a bunch of players that score a lot. I think they're going to be okay.
I've been getting some messages from San Jose recently. People who work with the Sharks, and they're like, huh?
Are they mad at
Look
me?
it up. No. They're like, huh?
Oh, as in like look at the team?
Because they detect, like me, there's a little bit of truth in the air. And I think you also detect truth in the air, but you're saying the future is orange.
I'm just saying Southern California is looking a little hotter than it has.
Adam, you bloody nailed it.
Well,
You
not
nailed
yet.
it.
It's a full season.
No, that's enough. I've seen enough. I think they keep it up.
Well, you think Chris Kreider's going to just score 70 goals this year?
Yeah.
I don't know that that's going to happen.
Yep, 100%. No, you know what it is? Like, I default to what I've seen. And
As you should, by the way.
well, and in previous years, I've gotten way too ahead of myself with certain teams. Oh, they're going to be better. They got a lot of young talent and blah, blah, blah. This year, they're like all hitting. Like the Blackhawks are doing way better. The Sharks are doing way better. The Ducks are doing impossibly better. And Leo Carlson is reminding us all why he was picked second overall.
Behind Connor Bedard. Now, I want to mention this. Your San Jose Sharks, actually all of our San Jose Sharks, because we love them, have the exact same winning percentage right now as the Toronto Maple Leafs.
There you go.
Good. The Sharks are a good team,
They're
so
good.
good.
One thing I really like about the Ducks winning streak, I think it's 7 in a row now. Of the last 5 wins, there's no bad teams in there. It's Winnipeg, Vegas, Dallas, Florida, New Jersey. That's solid.
Golly.
They went through murderer's row of good NHL teams, and they took care of business.
How many wins is that?
They're up to 7 in a row. I think they're 11-3-1. Yeah, they've won 7 in a row, 9 in the last, 9-1 last 10. Yeah, hot start.
You can. Okay, I think we're deep enough into the season now where we can look at a team's record and go, you can ride a 500 record the rest of the way and make the playoffs.
Yes.
The Ducks are one of them.
Yeah, if you get to end of November and you got a certain amount of wins, you just need to like break even for the rest of the season. You're good.
11-3-1.
Mm-hmm.
They can play 500 and make it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So when did they go for 8? They play tonight.
I don't know if they played tonight. I know they played Winnipeg, and they played Winnipeg last night.
Yeah, that was their 7th.
Ducks.
Let me look it up because Jacob Trudeau is carrying my stuff.
Tuesday, must-watch television Tuesday night. We're going to be coming here on the SDP Wednesday afternoon chatting about this one. It is the Anaheim Ducks against the Colorado Avalanche.
Baby!
The
now versus the future.
We have, based on the standings on Monday, midday, the 2 top teams in the NHL going head-to-head on Tuesday.
Wow.
The Avalanche sit first with 25 points. And the Avalanche, let's be honest, overtime merchants, 5 OT wins. Or 5 OT losses.
You got to win.
They're 10-1-5.
Oh, you got to push it over.
That's
fucking Drew, fake team. But the Ducks, who are a real team, 11-1-3, 23 points. The Avs sit first with 25 points.
That is a bonkers record.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun game on Tuesday night. Must watch. West Coast.
A must-watch West Coast Tuesday night game between the Ducks and Avalanche.
What year is it?
I love November.
What year is this? It must be 2003 all over again.
I was just thinking about that. When was the last time these guys were good at the same time?
Early 2000s.
Been a while.
I shouldn't say good.
No.
Elite.
The Ducks were good, like, what?
10 years ago.
People forget how good they were, but they've been so
I think
bad.
it's 6 or 7 consecutive years out of the playoffs, but before that they were good.
Tail end of the Ducks' heyday, the Avalanche were pretty bad.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
The mid 2010s Ducks were not Ducks. Avs were bad.
Yeah. No, mid 2010s Ducks were super
good.
underrated. Yeah,
I think it's exciting. And by the way, I should mention tomorrow, I am doing the stream for the Boston Leafs game. I'm also doing the Thursday night stream. So I'll be streaming with Maddie tomorrow. I'll be streaming with Hayden on Thursday, and then I'm just going to stay up and watch the Ducks because I'm sure I'm going to be real sad after that Bruins game.
Ducks were in the conference finals in 2017.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they lost to the
in 2017,
Nashville Predators.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah,
that was when,
and we went to the finals that year.
Kessler and Johansson hated each other, and I think Johansson won.
He might have been right.
I think he was right.
You might have been right about that guy.
I think he was hating the right person.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right,
Oh my God.
Should we wrap it there, or do we do a press conference?
On that note,
no, we got stuff to do.
You want to still do some stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what kind of time we had, so I wasn't sure where you wanted to go. Hey, Steve, what you wearing there, big guy?
just a little shacket action.
A little flannel shacket.
Just a little bit.
From what place?
Fabletics.
Fabletics.
Nope.
Oh,
There
Fabletics.
you
That's
go.
right. Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Here's
Got
the thing. They're pieces that look and feel premium without the crazy price tag. And Steve's wearing one right now. Look, show it off. Stand up. Give us a turn.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
he's
Ooh.
doing it.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Sexy.
there you
Ooh.
go.
Yeah. And the butt's in there too. Listen, let me tell you, we can't give you Steve Dangle's
right.
supple bottom, but we can give you a really great idea for Christmas. Now, what Steve did was he became a VIP at Fabletics. And the great thing is you get 80% off when you do that. The quality, I think, Steve, is kind of the surprising part because a lot of people expect it to be bad. What do you think?
This is quite warm.
Jesse, can you touch it?
Yes.
Touch the man.
I have one very similar.
Oh, you do?
I've touched it, yes.
And here's the thing. The fit and feel are dialed in. No waistbands rolling down. Joggers that actually keep their shape. Jackets that are warm. Shackets that are warm. Durable for workouts, travel, everyday wear. That's the thing. So listen, we know the holidays are coming up. We know that the seasons are changing. It's snowing outside right now as we record this.
Unreal.
You might want some warm stuff. Fabletics is the place to go. Treat yourself to gear that looks good, feels good, and doesn't break the bank with Fabletics. Go to fabletics.com/SDP and sign up as a VIP and get 80% off everything. Everything! That's fabletics.com/SDP to sign up as a VIP. Get 80% off everything at fabletics.com/SDP.
You asked me if we wanted to talk about this beforehand. I mean, appearance on a podcast. I don't know if you want to do anything.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Jesse, my
Please.
goodness.
Sorry. Yes.
I'm a big fan of this podcast called Higher Learning. It's with Van Lathan, who former TMZ employee. You might know him from a run-in with Kanye West. And his co-host is Rachel Lindsay, who is the first black bachelorette. We actually covered her bachelor season on Bachelor Bios way back when.
I have a huge crush on her.
Were we nice?
I think we were mean to the guys.
Oh, there you go. Oh, well, screw the guys.
No, she was cool as hell because she was on, and then she got rejected, and then the next season she was the Bachelorette. She fucking rocks.
Yes. So I'll play the clip that they played from my stream when I was doing the Jays World Series. Sorry, I'm just trying to bring it up and talk at the same time. I got it here.
Oh, this hurts, Jesse.
So this is what Van and Rachel were saying about me. And the third person they have in there is Jomi, who they had in and talk Dodgers. He's a huge Dodgers fan.
Jays fan.
This is in the top of the ninth.
That ball is hit out to, oh my God. Oh no. That's a home run by Miguel Rojas.
Oh.
That's a home run by Miguel Rojas. That is a home run by the number 9 hitter, Miguel Rojas.
You know what's crazy? It's Crony. That's a Toronto Blue Jays fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Dodgers fan. I had the same exact reaction. Donnie, keep playing it.
No. 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 No.
No. But here comes the rage. Listen to the rage. The rage is coming. Oh, did I cut it off?
Jeff Hoffman hangs a slider to the number 9 hitter, Miguel Rojas, and we have a tie ball game. This was our biggest fear with Jeff Hoffman. That he could not be trusted.
They got to sign a fucking closer this year. You're right. You're absolutely right.
That moment, it was so crazy because I listened to that podcast. Like on Tuesdays, they drop their first episode of the week, and then Fridays, the next one comes out. So I got a text from my sister who also listens to it. She's like, you're on Higher Learning. What the hell's going on? And I didn't know what to expect. So I'm walking the dog and I hear that. So it was a little surreal to hear my own self in the podcast. And then I reached out to Van because I tweeted that, and then he DM'd me, and then we set up, and then I went on the podcast they record on Thursdays. So I was on last Friday's episode. We talked Blue Jays a little. We talked about Canada a little. And it was a lot of fun to be on it. So shout out Higher Learning. It's a good show if you're into like politics, black culture, and that sort of stuff.
It's awesome to see you on there. I mean, it just goes to show what a crazy run you had. I was 173 innings of baseball.
You're incredible.
It was awesome.
I'm so impressed.
It was totally awesome. How was it talking to them? What were they like?
Oh, it was fun. They got it set up like the operation they got at Spotify is so like high end. They do it like television essentially, right? We've done radio hits before. The producers have you waiting. You enter the room and then you're kind of just go.
So they do it out of a Spotify studio?
Yeah, they're down in LA out of the Spotify headquarters there because they have a bunch of the Ringer network is housed out of the Spotify studios there. So that's where they're recording out of. It's a great operation. They were super fun. We were joking around because the clip that they clipped, so that was the full portion where I'm on. But the clip that they had clipped out from their show to post on socials was Rachel giving me shit because she says, I have no sympathy for you. So she heard that, and then after this, she goes, I have no sympathy for that. As a competitor, I don't care about the losing team. I just go about my business. Like I won. So as a Dodgers fan, like I don't feel bad for Blue Jays fans and that sort of thing. So like I came on, I was like, how could you not have sympathy for me and that sort of thing? And we got a truce done.
Oh, good.
So it was good.
Cool. So
We're
check that out
now.
The podcast one more time is called
Higher Learning with Rachel Lindsay and Van Lathan.
Love it.
Happy to promote that here. They're about to pop off.
Yeah. We're so glad we can give them the dangle bump, right?
Oh my God. That's so crazy. I'm so happy for you.
I should mention, I guess, too, that the Agent Provocateur stuff.
Yes. That was the other thing we needed to get to.
So
I got to pull
do you want to do it, Jess?
Give me a second to pull it up.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Because so Alan, you guys have probably heard this story, or maybe you haven't, but the commissioner of Major League Baseball, Rob Manfred, has been going around to different clubhouses, and the MLBPA has, to their credit, let him in to talk, because the MLBPA is one of the most aggressive players associations out there. You know, we bemoan the NHLPA for how easily they just give shit up. The MLBPA will fight you tooth and nail and scratch your eyeballs out, which is why there isn't a salary cap. I would argue, and I argue in this episode, that baseball needs a salary floor, not a cap. They've got a luxury tax. They need a friggin' floor. You need to make the Pirates spend money. You want to play, you want to be at this casino? Sorry, there's a minimum buy-in, you fucking losers. And not Pirates fans. That fucking owner sucks.
No, you never go to the casino for the coffee?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Free drinks.
So long story short, Alan tells a story about how Bryce Harper is sitting in the Phillies clubhouse listening to this, and
Do you want me to play it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So this is on TMZ.com, because that's how wild the story gets. I'm going to scroll down to TMZ.
Great picture of Alan.
That's the perfect picture of
and
Alan.
Adam R. So I'm going to hit play on our clip that was on TMZ.
Manfred continued on for a little bit, and then he was done. This is alleged to what was said next. Harper and a few other players were now in a discussion afterwards with Manfred and some of Manfred's staff, including, I believe, the deputy commissioner, who was also there. And in the course of this conversation, which also got heated, someone with Manfred, not Manfred, but somebody with him, like a deputy commissioner, said to Harper, "Don't ever say that again to the commissioner. Don't ever disrespect him again publicly like that. That's how people end up in a ditch." And that was never reported.
Sheesh kabibbles, Alan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to drop that, I didn't know he was going to do that. I had this prepped, but
He never does he? Like,
No, he just was like, he's like, yeah, I got something on that.
He just kind of go, watch this shit.
Yeah. And so again, it's all alleged, but come on.
Well, it was in TMZ. It was in Newsweek. He was, and TMZ in that article says, we reached out to Harper and Manfred for comment. Yes. Adam, what if Manfred mentions Agent Provocateur?
I would love that.
I think it's pretty darn cool that the commissioner got a phone call because of a podcast you're on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's neat. It's good to be, listen, it's nice to ride someone else's coattails.
There it is.
Some people say that's my whole career.
And I know Adam and Jesse. That was my contribution this past week. I know you two. And I'm happy that I know you.
Rob Manfred's phone is ringing off a hook because of you, Adam.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Not because of me. I'm just other guy in the video. But I would say...
Are you meant? Oh, no, no, that's not true.
That's my first TMZ mention.
It says, here's the deal. Alan Walsh, a super agent who reps National Hockey League players, made allegations on his Agent Provocateur podcast, which he hosts alongside podcaster Adam Wild.
I am podcaster Adam Wild. Bow down.
That's factual information.
I also want to say that Sleeper, your app, the app you mentioned about that
big fan of Sleeper.
Yeah, they fucking the Sleeper Phillies account put it up, but didn't attribute it. We're just like, did you hear that this happened?
Oh,
and then they quoted Alan and then didn't attribute Alan.
No, I didn't. Where did you hear it?
Yeah. That's so crazy. Where did you get that? Anyway, I'm just
People
like,
share things
attribution is important.
Yeah, but people share things all the time.
Yeah.
On
Bleacher Report used to be really shitty about that. They're now pretty good about at least saying who said it. It'd be like, you got it. You
get fussed. Yeah,
I'm
your time
fussed about
caring about who cares, who tags who and what social media comments. I got better things.
Listen, I don't know as much about baseball as I do about hockey. Threatening Bryce Harper seems like a really stupid thing to do because I think he might kill you and eat your flesh.
Yeah.
I would love to know how Bryce Harper would have responded to that. That's the part of that conversation I wish we knew.
Well, yeah, like as the next part of that story, he then began to swing blindly. That's what I would imagine.
He probably started digging the ditch.
Oh my God! Yeah. Oh, that's how people. Well, here, let me get a shovel.
Let me get a shovel for you, like John Dutton with those bikers in the in Yellowstone.
I don't want you to leave. That show, it had a run.
It did.
There was a good run.
It got a little weird, but it
did.
Good. All right, now do we want to drop or
Steve? You want something? I did my
headline?
thing. Adam did his thing. You want to do something?
Sure, I haven't done anything, but okay.
We got an email. Let's forward it to me.
Great.
Ooh.
Asking about the naming of LFR.
Okay.
Do you know where this is going? You've had this complaint before.
People don't know what it means?
No. When you include the score in the title of the LFR, some people are upset. Are you? What is this face you're
I
giving
know
me?
where this is going.
Some people are upset because you spoiled the game for them because they haven't had the chance to watch it or they wanted to watch it before and it comes up in their sub feeds, but you include the score of the game in the LFR. Are you going to do something about that? Is there something to change? What do you respond to say to that?
So right now we have the scores. We took them out for a while.
Yeah.
And guess what? People got mad.
Amazing.
Sometimes the only winning move is not to play.
Yeah.
Don't come into my restaurant and tell me how to prepare my food.
Go eat somewhere else.
I'm not saying go eat somewhere else. I'm saying you'll enjoy this food. It's been in there for 19 years. Most people were cool with it. We changed it. You'd be alarmed at how uncool people were with it. And then we changed it back. And what are you going to do?
Adam,
don't look at the damn title then.
I got a story on that.
Oh, okay.
Somebody got really angry at Tim and I this summer because we dared to say like Oscar Piastri's big day and because he won the race. And he's like, you guys fucking spoiled this for me. I was gonna watch.
Yeah, but you're doing a reaction podcast.
I'm like, this is and funnily enough, the episodes. So the races are on a Sunday. Episode doesn't come out till a Monday.
Yeah,
that sounds like a fucking you problem.
That is
dog.
a you problem.
That's a you problem.
That's a you problem.
This is live sports.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. One guy on the internet. You think we're gonna wait for you?
No, you got to put on weird blinders like a racehorse, and
Only see your own life.
Yeah, it's. If you go on any kind of social media and I would include YouTube in that, and you're trying to keep a sports score secret from yourself, it's your fault.
You know what I'll never forgive the internet for a spoiler is when do you remember the Squid Game where they did the real life Squid Game? I don't know if you guys
Mr.
watched
Beast
it.
one?
The Netflix one.
Oh,
so Netflix did a real life Squid Game, and
yeah.
they had the actual competition and everything.
And you bet your ass I did not watch that. I hate games.
I watched it. I like Squid Game. I like the show, and then the real game was pretty cool too. But Netflix released them. They didn't release it all at once, right? They would do it weekly.
Okay.
And I think that one came out at like midnight. They released it, and people immediately, as it came out at midnight, accounts like Pop Crave and Vanity Fair and all these big pop culture accounts started tweeting, blah, 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 wins Squid Game. And the episode just came out.
Oh, that's shitty.
And they tweeted like a picture of the woman who won Squid Game. It's like, I didn't get a chance to watch it. Like, I could have watched it tonight. And I was going to watch it the next night or whatever. But even if I wanted to watch it that night, there wasn't enough time for me to finish the episode before you started tweeting the winner.
Yeah.
And that was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway.
Or just
24
did you even end up watching it?
Yeah, I watched the episode. Yeah.
Were you angry the whole time?
Yes, because I knew how I was going to.
24 hours on an entertainment product. Sports is different. Sports is in the moment. You miss it, you miss it. That's your own fucking problem. But when it comes to like, I remember when I was at KISS and Jesse, I think you would have just been starting out. There was some big happening on Grey's Anatomy. Like I think it was Patrick Dempsey's character dies or something. And
what?
The next morning, Roz goes on the air. Roz of Roz and Mocha goes, yeah, so they killed McDreamy. They killed off McDreamy and people, and he knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
he fucking knew. And people, the lines went like fired up.
I feel like he's in the right though. Because like,
He's gotta talk
that airs
about
at
it.
8 p.m.
He's
night
gotta
before
talk
an NBC or whatever.
Yep.
You're the morning show next day.
Yep.
If that's the big thing, you have to talk about it in the context of what happened, right?
And the entire day, the next day, the entire show was that. He started that at 5:30. It went the entire show, him arguing with people and him going, "It's your fault for not watching."
Exactly.
Which is brilliant.
It's brilliant. You didn't have to do any prep.
Oh, how happy must the producer have been?
Just put the phone call on.
How long with movies?
Movies, I think you get like spoilers for movies are different because like if it's in theaters, it's one thing. Like I feel like Netflix is one thing because everybody's got access to it. Whereas a theater, like not everybody's gonna go, right? So I don't know. I at least have to give a week.
Right, a week?
I think a week.
Because like, do you remember the John Cena movie that just came out, the James Gunn superhero one?
Oh, yes.
There's a big twist in like the overall theme of that one.
And
right?
they changed the ending of the TV show for it.
Yeah.
In the DC universe.
Yeah, that thing's a full flip. And like, I've seen people talk about it openly, but you also don't want to talk about for people who are going in blank to that. Because a big part of that's going into blank and the fooling of you as a viewer, right? So, I don't know. Even me saying that, I might be ruining it for something.
I saw a movie yesterday, and I'll ruin the end for you. More Nazis die. It's called Nuremberg. Don't worry, it's already out there. Great historical fact movie, which is it's an amazing movie.
Whoa,
it's
Adam.
very sad, but
whoa,
I'm sorry,
why you got to get so political? Sorry.
No, in all honesty, I think it depends on the movie. But yeah, Jess, like that's fucking lame if it's a competition show. But again, the other part of that where I understand it is, let's say it was The Bachelor. And it was like, when The Bachelor is crowned, people tweet that shit immediately.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Maybe don't release a show at fucking midnight like an asshole.
Right.
Yeah.
Netflix,
like don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Release it at a normal human being hour.
Yeah, because you can't expect like the Grammys are going to be in February. So when somebody wins Album of the Year, you can't just say, "Hey, everybody, shut up."
Yeah,
we're all people want to watch it on Monday. Yeah. So I don't know.
My favorite form of TikTok comment is just someone will start talking about something in the comments, just like, "I'm employed. What is this?" And
me too.
I feel like that's what it is with like something comes out at midnight. It's like, no, I have a job. I wasn't awake.
Yeah.
Like. I don't know.
I'll watch it like the next evening or something when I come home from work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey,
Arg.
I like that debate.
But this is all Steve's fault.
So
keep putting the titles and the numbers.
Stop wrecking the score of the live sports game where I've got 40 apps that send the sports game score to my phone.
Keep doing the thing I've done for nearly 2 decades. Got it.
Yeah.
That is, man, I'm not capable of much. I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, worth mentioning, VIP. Sign up for it. Listen to it. We get into discussions like this all the time.
The Steve Dangle Podcast. Follow the guys on Twitter at Steve_Dangle, at Adam WYLDE, and at Jesse Blake. Connection complete.